This is
The Handbag Husband.
the Handbag Husband.
International.
Yay, international. Hong Kong. So today we are taking kind of a little bit of break before we end up getting on the plane and leaving here at the hotel. Just taking a breather, enjoying a cup of coffee, and kind of review some of the bags, the bag candy that we saw here at the landmark Prince Boutique here in Hong Kong. Because I think truly they present a lot of non-quota bags as well as quota bags here, really more than anywhere else in Asia that we have been on this trip, right?
Yeah,
So we're going to talk about some of the...
because there was none in Bangkok.
No, they just don't hold. They just don't. There was lots of them walking around, and we'll have lots of cool like bag spotting. But as far as like in the boutique, not really that much. But Hong Kong, there's like be our guest, be our guest.
Yeah,
and
that's
so,
pretty cool.
Yeah, so we get some really interesting bags that you don't really see. You don't see that really. I guess the way I would describe it is that they mimic the tastes of the area, which is very different from what we saw in Paris, different than what we saw in Topanga, and those kind of places. So we're going to review some of the bags that we saw, and then some of the bags that were offered to us, and some of the bags that we got. I throw those all into the bag candy because it's pretty amazing. So if you like the Hermes content, if you like the Hermes conversation, if you like the Hermes capades, obviously, please don't forget to like and subscribe because we're going to have so much bag candy. This is the bag candy video, but we're going to have so much bag candy now and into the future, and it does really help the channel grow, and of course, we are so thankful for that.
Thank you.
But also because it means you get notified when our long videos come out, when our short videos come out, kind of all the Instagram, social media kind of stuff we got going at the Handbag Husband. We have new Hermes content coming out every single week. So let's talk about some of those bags that we saw that were oh so beautiful in this bag candy. So we had planned to visit 4 different boutiques, maybe even 5. We were very ambitious. We ended up visiting 1. And, you know, a lot of times those visits are limited by how much your feet can take and how much your budget can take. In this case was the latter of the two, right? So our first visit, our only visit here in Hong Kong, because we had a short time, was 4 hours long, right? It took 4 hours to get to the visit, but it ended up with us getting a non-quota bag as well as getting a quota bag and seeing a whole plethora of bag candies. But the thing is that they have a policy where they're pretty strict about which bags you can film and which bags you cannot. So we have some from our own bags our own footage that we filmed in there that they allowed us to film, and some that are from that we're going to describe and talk about the bags over there, and then bring those pictures from outside. But they were still super cool to see. So let's talk about some of those bag candies here. So the first one is a new bag, and I think we saw this one outside, right? It was the Move bag.
It's on the display.
It was on the display, right? So I don't know if it was if they would have offered it to us or not. We kind of got distracted by the other things that we got offered. But I will tell you that seeing this one in person really does kind of.
It's actually pretty cool.
It's pretty cool, right? I thought it was kind of gimmicky to have the little bag, like a little mini-me bag along with it. But I kind of like that. I saw it and I was like, oh, that looks kind of cool. It looks like almost like a World War I like ammunition
But isn't
bag.
it, you call it, they double colorize it?
Okay, well, you know, sometimes you can overlook the colorization of things because just the design, it works well with its design.
Sure.
Especially in the color that we saw, because we saw it in, what was it in?
I think it's Rouge Edge. I don't know. That's my guess.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those like dark, like sultry reds.
Yeah.
There's a couple versions of them, and it's hard to tell with the light. The light was doing crazy stuff with the bags, but it is a dark kind of velvet chocolate kind of color
I don't
to
think,
it.
because my Birkin was Rouge 58.
Yes.
It was kind of more brown than this one. So I was like, okay, that's not
Yeah.
Rouge 58.
It had palladium hardware, and again, just seeing it, it seems like the sizing is right. The colorization is okay on it, and I like the medium size, or I guess a small bag, and then an even smaller bag that goes with it. I don't really know how you would use that.
Bird feeder, like bird food feeding.
Feed the ducks. But I mean, I guess if you needed if you have like a fob or something like that, like for your car fob, you could put that in there and then put all your other stuff in the little bag. So it looks pretty cool, and I don't know if we would. It might be too small for any of our usages. Is the issue.
I don't know.
Would you get it if
I
they
guess I
offered
want
it
to
to you?
try it on.
Yeah, I'll definitely try it on for sure.
and then see how much it costs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So that was the first one. I thought it was cool. It was in the window, so no restrictions. You can obviously see the outside window stuff easy. So next up is one that is more of a traditional kind of exotic bag. It's a Birkin 30 in white with like the red trim, you know, like the red, like the where the leather meets. They put like a red like coloring on that in ostrich. And you know, again, CBKs, you can see one, you can see a lot of them. They start to get really interesting when they start to do the exotic materials, or when they start moving things around on them, like moving the face, like Mr. Potato Head, moving the face pieces around. And so this is one that's kind of in that same situation, because in the exotic ostrich, I love ostrich. I love polka dots, and I love the way that ostrich kind of presents as polka dots. So I think this is very cool, and it's the right size. I don't know. What do you think about this one?
It's pink, right?
No, it's like a white. It's like
Wait,
white with
which
like
one
red.
was it?
It's like white with like red side.
I would have gone with this.
It looks like this.
I would have just gone with normal red, normal white. No, like a regular one. Yeah.
But it's still in the ostrich or no?
Yeah, I'll take
Yeah.
ostrich.
Yeah.
Like ideal would be the caramel dark chart,
Ooh,
like in
yeah,
ostrich. I think
yeah,
that one
yeah,
looks
yeah.
really good on. I can be either Kelly or Birkin. Yeah, white. I mean, I have the Ruly in white.
Oh yeah,
Nata,
yeah. It's basically
yeah,
the
it's
same
the same, yeah.
spec as the Ruly that you have. Yeah,
but
but a Birkin.
yeah.
I think that, at least from what we've gathered from the essay, the popularity of bags here are the mini bags, right? So anything mini flies off the shelf like that. At a 30, I think this one might be a little big for the Hong Kong audience, I guess, Hong Kong clientele.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why it was still there. Also, we were the first people in the door, and not the first person to get to the leather section. We'll talk about that. That was a mess, but luckily it worked out for us. So maybe they just had lots of bags available because we were the first people in the store, and that's why this one was still there.
You mean the Birkin?
Yeah, was this one on display only, or was it? I don't
It's
remember.
display only.
Yeah, it was display only. But I don't know. I'm almost sort of dubious about the display only policy here as well.
Sure.
But so that was that one. I like it. Would I pick it up? Would you pick it up?
I mean, obviously, yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
It's a
yeah.
Birkin, so
Yeah, yeah.
and it's
So
30.
it's hard to say no to a Birkin. Another one we saw was actually so it was a Kelly. It was in blue on blue, except for the arms were touch,
And the handle.
and the handle was touch as well, with crocodile, and it was with palladium hardware. So these are cool, right? These look cool. It was a little small because I think it was like a 25, something like that. So it's a little small for our taste. Fits perfectly in here, and it fits all those criteria the essays in multiple places had told us were most popular here in Asia.
I think over here in Hong Kong we have seen maybe we didn't. Actually, I haven't seen the minis, like the mini Kellys. I haven't seen the mini Birkins. We've seen like Birkin 25.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
talking about like people walking around.
Yeah.
We've seen Kelly 25, Kelly 28, but haven't seen like
That's a
anything.
good observation. I hadn't thought about
we
that.
haven't seen anything bigger than that. And,
Yeah.
and anything like super mini. Which
You
is
see like a
kind of-
mid-sized small bag.
Yes,
yeah,
mid-sized small,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. The things, so it was an Epsom, right? So the body was Epsom, and the arms and the handle were, I would believe, crocodile. So I think that does kind of fit in with someone who's looking for something special here. I wouldn't take it. I don't really care for Epsom in general. I think it doesn't feel leathery to me. It feels.
I mean, it's
some-
leather, but it just feels like plasticky.
Yeah,
and it's too,
yeah, and also the issue about repairing it and not getting repaired. Like we're looking to have bags for life, really. So at some point, the likelihoods need to be repaired, and so yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Epsom on bags, but it does look cool, and especially in the thing, it looks cool. But and then again, it was display only, so I don't know. Would you take it if they offered it to you? I don't think I would,
touch. I know you.
because you don't really like touch.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of touch.
Yeah.
So I'll probably say no.
Yeah,
And
so
it's blue.
it's not a bad color.
I have a blue
Yeah,
Kelly.
I mean for me, it's too small, and the touch is weird.
It's a touch.
and it's the wrong leather.
To me, it's just
yeah,
touch.
so.
Yeah.
But cool, it's a cool bag to see, and we'll put up an image of that type of bag there. So
Okay.
the next one up is what I would consider one of the kind of rare bags. So I don't know if we would call it exotic, but it's rare.
And I don't think it's
Probably not that popular, but
Yeah, I don't think it's
Yeah.
popular, but it's just
which was a Birkin in the larger size, so it might have been like a 30 or even
it could
a
be 35.
35. It
I
could have been a
feel it's
35.
35. Yeah,
The upper was a gold Swift leather, and the bottom was, what is it called?
canvas.
A Toyer
Yes.
with the Fray Fray. Right.
I like
think
it
it's
called
called,
Fray
yeah, they
Fray,
call
yeah.
it a Fray Fray. And it makes total sense because on the outsides, like it's frayed, which would drive me insane. I would just be playing with them all day.
Get dirty.
Like pulling them out. I'd be like, rip all these out. So, again, not my particular taste, and I don't think it'd be practical for what the users of the bags would want. It's the right size for sure. And it's cool to see the frays, but, I'm not one for the fray. So,
I would not take it.
yeah, I don't think so. It's too avant-garde. Would you call it
I feel like
avant-garde?
it doesn't fit into my collection of what I'm trying to do with. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, the canvas is gonna get dirty. It's gonna get
Canvas
dirty.
is
It's gonna
dirty.
dirty. It's gonna dirty.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But the nice thing about the canvas is it doesn't stretch the same way leather does, right? It
Doesn't
doesn't
matter.
wear the same way. But yeah, it's cool to see. I like seeing it. Brings a smile on my face.
Yeah.
But when I get it,
It's like it's nice to see different types of bags, So it's not just like a regular, like black on gold, like Kelly black on gold Birkin or Ito on gold. Those are
yeah.
just boring. When you see something different, doesn't mean you have to take it. But it's
Yeah, I
like,
mean, I guess
it's
because you and I
interesting.
specifically, we see lots, like we're always looking at bags, right? And
Yes.
so, you start to want the more extreme, farther, different
I don't know
versions
one,
of the
but
bags.
I want to see.
You want to see them, yeah. It still stimulates that
Yeah.
excitement.
When I saw the Kelly doll in Bangkok, I was like, oh, Kelly doll.
Yeah.
That was
Kelly
interesting.
dolls are cute.
This is an empty bag. This is an empty bag. What's happening?
More space. Who's gonna carry the boats?
Show me the empty. Empty. Let's go do some packing. Let's do some packing. Gonna bring some baby home. Wait, babies?
Our next up is, I think, a heritage piece. They call it. I don't know. It's 1923 Boldy. It was in
remember this
gold.
one.
In gold. They just say it's like or maybe it's like a revival. They've
I
Lazarus
don't know.
this
If anyone
style.
knows, please let us know.
Yeah, I will tell you that the Boldy is one that's secretly kind of really creeping up on
yes.
me.
I actually asked, hey, do you have any Bodhi 30? I actually asked because I would take it.
Especially because they make
It's
a
a-
really large one. They
It's
make a really
good-
big one.
It's a good work bag for
Yes,
women.
yeah.
It's probably unisex, but like for me, I was like, okay, this would be my work bag. Yeah.
When you get in the larger size, it looks pretty good. And so it's kind of sneaking up on me, especially in the gold, on the gold. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to go wrong with gold on gold. There are bags that don't look as good. But the Boldy looks pretty cool. I like that it's more of a subtle. It does have a like antiquated feel to it, almost like a
Sure.
like an not antique, but like just an old timey feel to it.
Sure.
And I like that, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if they make the big ones with the wheels. The wheels again would be more avant-garde, right? The kind of same thing as the
You can
Kelly
add your
doll.
own wheel. That'd be funny. Like sometimes they put like the injured turtle
Yes.
and they put wheel.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah, that'd be funny. So would I get a Boldy? If it was bigger, I would for sure. Or at least consider it if it was offered to us, which it wasn't.
Wait, it was so many,
Yeah,
so
they-
many if
yeah,
then,
yeah.
but
So if and though, but
yeah.
but yeah, it's slowly creeping up on me, and I think it might find a way into my wish list here in the not so distant future, depending on which ones we can check off. All right, so going back to some of the ones that we saw in the window,
The display.
the display. And interestingly enough, the essay had said that they did like a whole thing for the display review.
Something
when they
about,
redid
like,
it. Yeah.
champagne.
It's like
Everybody, like,
champagne and like curtains and stuff.
yay.
Sounds fun. We were there for that. But the one that we saw, and this is one I've seen online, and this is one I don't think is ever going to creep on my wish list. It feels too much like a VHS tape, and maybe it's just the name, but it's like the Video Poche. Video Poche. You know what I'm talking about? It's like square. It has like little crimped parts on the side. It also they made it out of like an Evelyn tray.
My point is like that one probably true. My point is like that one it should be a pouch.
I think it is a pouch. Or is it like
I
a
don't-
clutch kind of thing?
I
Like
don't-
a
yeah, power clutch. I don't know.
So it was cool to see. It was in the color of
Gold. It was gold.
or the gold. Yeah, well, it was gold with the white stitching around it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty sure it was gold. Yeah.
So I think it's cool to see, and it's important to see a lot of the bags in person because online you see them and you're like, yeah, I like them, or no, I don't like them.
Like
You see
online
what-
because
yeah.
sometimes you try to get stuff online.
Yeah.
At first, like I don't need this, but once you and then you try to get what you want and you cannot get what you want, but then you keep seeing this thing over and over and over and over, like, and you start questioning yourself: do I need this?
It's all part of the Hermes plan.
I think so.
It's their evil game.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Next thing you know, you end up with a Vita potion.
yeah, pretty much.
So it was cool to see. It's also cool to see because I can mark it off my list of saying, no, this is another
Sure,
bag for me.
sure.
So, but I don't know. Maybe some of you all like it. I think that the squariness with the little like things on the end, not my thing. Another one that we showed up, and we didn't ask. We actually asked about this one.
He was like,
he
no.
he was like, no. And it's probably because the crossbody bags are
Asian
are big here, right? It's,
think so,
It's a
yeah.
big thing, which is the Hackado in, I think it's the larger size.
It is
for sure.
smaller size.
The smallest size?
It's a smaller.
It looks large, maybe
No.
because it's comparison. We don't have
It's a
anything to
smaller
compare it to
size.
the other
It's a
ones.
smaller size.
It is in black with palladium, although you thought it was blue with palladium.
No, it's green. I'm telling you right now.
No,
It's green.
always the green
No,
with you.
it's
It's not
green.
green.
I'm telling
I think
you
your
right now.
eyes
If you
need a
zoom,
green
if you
shifting.
zoom, you will see the
Yeah,
green.
well, tell me what you all think. We're gonna try to. I'll zoom in a picture here.
Especially on the strap, you
Yeah.
can see it's green.
You think
It's like super dark green. Or maybe the black is faded.
it's not faded? Either way, do I like the Hackados?
It's nice.
I don't know. I'm going back and forth.
I think the only thing I don't like
Yeah.
about it is the canvas strap.
Yeah, the canvas strap. But again, especially if you're in warm weather, if you're in Bangkok, right? Like a leather one's gonna get so like oily and
The leather?
But yeah, if you had a leather strap, because you're so sweaty, right? The fabric, at least you can kind of clean it easier. It probably airs out a little bit better.
Dude, we need I guess not back in the day. These days they have it. The seat belt.
The fluffy one,
Yes.
it looks like a sheep or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you would have put in maybe
In like a cab or something if you were
the
driving a cab.
the Kelly Teddy.
Oh yeah,
Just
yeah.
strap it
Yeah.
over it.
So, do I like the Hackados? I don't know. I'm going back and forth with it. I haven't really had a chance to try one on. We saw some in FSH, we saw some in Sev, but they're like, you don't get to touch these. So, so we haven't really seen them yet. They're
What do
not.
you mean online it's available?
They do come up. They do pop up on the
In the
U.S.
US
website
side,
a
yeah.
couple times, especially the larger ones. And I don't really carry stuff like that, so I don't know. It's cool. I'd like to try it. I'd like to actually try it on, and
But not in
kind
blue.
of see how it fits. But it's not super high on my list. No way. So would you get it if they offered it to you? You might, huh?
So the only combo that I'm looking at, and then yes, sometimes it pops up, it's the Fabro Burnia.
Oh, so nice.
But I'm not sure. Yeah.
So the next one up is another one that we have seen, and maybe I'll put some of the video from from our previous visits in Topanga. We've seen it in different colors. In Harrods, we saw it in green, like Ninja Turtle green.
Yes.
In Topanga, we saw it in white, and here we saw it. We're gonna have a
Yes.
difference in opinion on the
Yes.
color, but to me, it was black. It was the black Birkin shadow cut, and so this one's always
It was
cool to see.
dark brown, like
I wish it
really,
was
like,
dark brown. Look, I'm on the dark brown side.
Deep chocolate,
yeah,
dark
yeah.
brown.
I'm literally dark brown side, right? So, but
No, the reason I remember because on the shelf behind, like us facing,
yeah,
which has like the ruly was
Yes,
white.
yes.
The liver bag, what's it called? Petite
course,
Petite course
petite course, yeah.
was like green and white,
Mm.
and I'm like, that thing that's the only bag that has color, like in a darker
Darkness,
tone.
yeah. I mean, I thought it
so I
was
keep
black.
staring at it. It was like right
Yeah.
above the SA head.
The thing is, so with the shadows, one, they're cool. Look, it's a cool bag. But I start seeing Hermes taking like their Etrivet bags, like their tote bags, and like putting almost like a pseudo shadow piece of leather on them. I saw them on the website recently,
Yeah.
like yesterday. So they're kind of taking that shadow design and like putting on stuff, almost like colorizing. And I think that it takes away from the actual shadow cut or the actual shadow Birkin.
Sure.
Right. So do I think they're cool? Yeah. Is this the kind of bag that Batgirl would carry around with her? Yeah. Right. Or maybe even Batman. Right. He's like, don't go anywhere. He pulls it out. But would I get it? Yeah. I probably get it. Would you get it? I probably get it.
I guess compared like any other options, right?
Yeah. And the black,
My point is like it's a clutch, so
Yeah.
and I'm not good with it for all the clutch.
Why is that?
Stuff. You need muscle. To clutch.
For me, just because of forgetting this, I need a clutch that has the patch. This has saved. This
No,
has saved.
That one doesn't have anything.
No, but it has this little. No, that one doesn't. But
So
the
that's what I'm
Cabo
saying.
Vertage
That's
has
why
it.
I'm saying that's you need a muscle.
And I've almost forgot this so many places, except for the fact that it's strapped to my arm, right? So if I had a cut or a clutch or anything like that, I'd be concerned, like, or even the GG, right? I'd be concerned that I'm gonna end up leaving it at the dinner table, in the men's room, just all over the places. So, but this one, I don't know. I think I would take it.
It's 50-50.
It's pretty
Let's
cool.
try. No, I don't know.
I mean, I would probably get it just to flex on folks, right? Like, it's a cool bag just to have, and if you know, you know. If you're the cognoscente, you know. But if you didn't, you'd be like, that's a weird looking bag. Yeah. So yeah, but still, always cool to see it in this color. I wish it was brown. Gonna be a no, but one thing that we did see, and I forgot to even put it on the list, is the biggest Zapango. It was in black.
Yes, it's the
Swift.
PM. Yeah.
Yeah, it was in black Swift with gold hardware.
Trying to unk.
It was so nice.
It was the last one,
It was
but
so
it was
nice.
so scratchy.
It was the floor model though, right?
Yeah. So he was like, "Don't take
He's
it."
like, don't. The essay's like, look, this one, if it's not what you want because it's beat up, because it was beat up.
It was beat
It was
up.
very beat up, and it's like one of those ones you're like, well, it's then we can, I don't know, it's so much, but so it was so cool. I love those kind of pouches, especially in the black Swift leather with the gold hardware. Absolutely amazing. I would have bought it like that if it wasn't, beat to hell basically.
Yeah.
But I'm sad that we didn't get that one. But again, things ended quite well at this place. So.
Yeah.
All right, so that is it for our bag candy video here in Hong Kong.
Our last day.
Oh. And these Hermes escapades, they are fun. They are enjoyable, right? But they're not easy. Boy, there's so much work. It's a lot of work, and
It's because of we only here for 2 nights.
Yes.
Yeah. So that was that. Yeah.
And some of these videos, we definitely look, rode hard and put
If
away
you
wet.
compare, the first day of the
Right,
trip.
and this one's like But if you like the videos, if you like the Hermes escapades, international baby, if you like the Hermes conversation, the milieu, and all the kind of stuff we got going on, of course, please don't forget to like and subscribe because it does really help the channel grow. And of course, we are so thankful for that.
Thank you.
But also because it means you get notified when our long videos come out, domestic and international, when our short videos come out, as well as all the stuff we got on the socials at the Handbag Husband. We got new Hermes content coming out every single week with a ton of bag candy. You're gonna love the bag candy.
Wait for the Hong Kong unboxing.
That's right.
Wait for the
Yeah,
Hong Kong
Yeah,
quarterback unboxing. Please, I beg you.
it'll be worth it.
It's pretty
It's
good.
worth the wait.
It's
It's
pretty
gonna be
good.
worth the wait. Yeah. Don't forget to like and subscribe and to follow, so that way you do get notified when all that stuff comes out. Now, from a very tired, very happy, and a very satisfied handbag husband and my accompaniment, my beautiful accompaniment from Hong Kong, thank you and goodbye. Look at that. But
Sorry, what are you keep looking at over there? Can we redo it?
Sorry.
What's going on? The TV?
no, I don't know. It's just race cars and stuff. Sorry.
It's almost done.
Come on,
It's
let's do it,
almost
let's do it.
done.
All right, yeah.
You keep looking at it again.
Sorry.
Stop looking
I'm
at
not
it.
gonna look at it.
Not ready.